All right. Yeah, I'm gonna show you why we need recordings in FX Racer submissions. Um, yeah. Okay, let's just go ahead and start. So this is a screenshot from a league race I submitted maybe 2 months prior to recording this. You can see here I finished the race with a 11:09.3 and five track limits, which resulted in a 5-second penalty. So my final time was 11:14.3. Um, yeah. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cut all of this right here, and then I'm gonna look and see um, these AIs. None of these have any track limits, so I can cut out all of from up to here. The 11s are easier to do, and probably the 7. Yeah, the 7 will be easier. Oh, wait. No, I don't want to do a 3. Okay, so we're gonna go with 11:47:02. That's where we're gonna cut it. So we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna zoom in, and then we leave in. Where is it? We leave in this little line right here, and that'll let us line it up later. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then this 11:47:02, I want to bring this up till it cuts. There's a good spot. You want to miss the dot, um, but then you also want to be in the straight parts of like everything. So there's not really much you can do about it. So we're gonna go here. We can fix it later, and then trim this down to here. Oh, doesn't matter. I'm gonna cut it out. So we go here, and then I'm going to go to File. Gonna go to Save As, save it as a PNG. I'm gonna title this. First of all, I'm gonna save it in my cheat experiments folder. I'm gonna title this. I think the track was Australia, so we're gonna title it Australia. Goodness, time cover. There we go. Okay, so then now we're gonna go back to this folder, and I'm gonna reopen this picture because I did save as, not a save. So this original is still here. It has this number, I think just because I downloaded it from Discord instead of actually taking the screenshot. Um, so yeah, if I had actually just taken the screenshot, I email it to myself, open it on here, and the file name doesn't change, and you can just keep it as a screenshot. Nobody can use that to prove that you cheated. Okay, so now we're back on this original page, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to File, Import to Canvas from a file, and then go back to FX Racer, G Experiments, and I'm going to click on this FX Pen TL cover. This is from another screenshot that I cut, I guess. And you can see this is just the bottom of where it says track limits and penalty. And instead of a 5, this has a 2. So I can just put this right over, and then I zoom in. We line it up right there with the height, and we line it up right there with the letters. Go right there, one click. You cannot tell. You literally cannot tell. There's zero way to tell that I have just cheated, but now the times are different. So this time is different from this time, and I don't have a penalty. Something's up. What do we do? Well, I just cut that other file here, this Australia time cover. Take that. It's going to appear over here on the left top corner. We bring this all the way over to final time, and we go down here. We line it up with the top, and then we scroll down to our 11:47:02. This is where it's going to line up here. So it's going to be slightly different. So like here, And there, actually, that is lined up pretty well. Yeah, so this is here, right? And then I can see it's lined up with this little blue line here. I'm gonna scroll back to the top just to make sure, yep, it's lined up with the black lines. Then I click here, it's in. And then I go back to our 114702. You can see there's some little squiggles here. It wouldn't be that noticeable on a phone, but if you want to just leave it out, all I do is go to pencil, go to pipette, and then I'm zoomed in as much as possible. I'm gonna pipette that bit, pencil up, and I'm just gonna do that for the one here. And I'll do it for both ones. This is going to take a little bit more time, and then that's not a problem because I'm going to go here anyway because the shadow changes. Okay. Going to do the same thing for this one. Going to go right there. This is going to be the slowest part in the video because this just takes a minute. Yeah, and then I'm going to want to do the same thing with the 4, the same thing with the 0. The 2 looks all right, actually. The 2 looks, you know, for the most part, very normal. I'm going to undo that because I don't want to color that last one. But yeah, you just do this for all those numbers. No one can tell. It's impossible. Oops. It's impossible to tell for the most part. There will be like the tiniest of blips on my numbers down here. But it's, I mean, if I haven't told you, hey, I've cheated this screenshot, it's impossible to tell. And even if I have told you, hey, I've cheated this screenshot, it's really hard to figure out what I have cheated and where I cheated it. I messed up again. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna do this again for this side. Up here. Up here. Oops. And I did do 2 of these last night. That's why I'm going through it so quick. It was not so quick last night, but I mean, I figured out how to do it. It's so easy. Like it's not okay how easy this is. Anyone could be doing it and no one has any idea. So I'm gonna try to zoom back out. We'll look at our 114702. The 7 looks a tiny bit wonky, so does the 2, but like if I go out here, you can't tell. If I go out here, I mean, you can't tell. The best way to tell is when the ones are out of shape because it's pretty noticeable. But I mean, these 2 ones right here are kind of in line with both of these. These 2, the one above it and the one below it, are slightly out of line, but it's so hard to tell because of the middle one that I've adjusted. You can see that it's mostly in line with that one, and it's mostly in line with that one, and then when you zoom out, you can't tell. It's quite ridiculous. I mean, you can tell a little bit, but it's very hard to see. Yeah, it's ridiculous how easy this is. So then I just go, I click save, not save as. It saves the picture under the same exact title. I go back to my files, and now if I open this picture, which was the same name, I'm just going to open it with Paint again. We can see that I have track limits too, and my final time is the same there. And yeah, that's the easiest way that I've found so far to cheat in FX Racer. If you require a recording, you can't do this. I mean, you could, but you'd have to do a video editor, and it's so much harder to line everything up with the frames. And I haven't tried to do that yet. I don't have a video editor on this computer that could do something like that. So requiring a recording makes this take a whole lot longer. Um, yeah, that's the best way to prevent it. The other way to prevent it would be Fran would have to update the game to do this. But the other way to prevent it would be to have this background here uh, be like somewhat transparent. So there's, you could see through the background here, and you could see the car and the decorations on the outside. And then if this was transparent, you couldn't do what I just did because the background here on the left side will look different from the background on the right side. Um, yeah, you couldn't do what I did. So that would be the best way to prevent that, and then that would also prevent it in recordings. Um, but yeah, I wanted to upload this video, show you guys how this works. It's really scary. There's really no good way to, I guess, moderate this right now outside of a recording, and even then, if someone really wants to put an effort, they can definitely still cheat doing this. So as long as you cross the line in first and your penalty doesn't put you behind second place, you can cheat like this. Yeah. Anyway, that's it.